Park in San Diego. Should be a good one here this afternoon. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here comes the first pitch. The bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton. Here's the first pitch to him. Starting to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now. So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Backhanded. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Ready now, Buster Posey, a winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for NL catchers. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. He'll try again. 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Here's big Aaron Judge, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Way in front of that fastball.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Here's Buster Posey now, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
Hey, you don't see a hitter of his caliber come outside the zone too much. He's super aggressive right now. Let's see if he nibbles a little further off the plate now.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Slider's in for a strike. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
You've got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Hit hard towards center, and Buster's going to make his way aboard. He's got a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Striding in, Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back safely. First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. To second for one. On to Smoke, but it's too late as they'll get just the one. The tag, and it's a double play. Back to Murphy, not in time, and they'll get just the one out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be. Now at the plate, George Springer. And he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer. Popped him up.
Springer.
And no one will get this one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year. He's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Carlos Correa becomes out number 2 this inning. Here's Justin Smoke now, as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's a high pop-up. Posey is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit to short. Correa is up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Here's Marcell Ozuna, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. Here comes the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Missed with a slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Trout is there, 2 gone. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Striding in once again, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set, and the pitch. Soft liner towards short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. High pop-up. Arenado waits on it. 1 down. Next will be the designated hitter, Corey Dickerson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 0-1 the count. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
Nope.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Corey Dickerson becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd. So coming to the plate, Salvador Perez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go in the American League. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch on its way. He's got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. Sale has his target. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Count remains at 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves if they don't start putting balls in gaps. This guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
The 1-1 home. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his batting gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Lined hard toward right center. And Buster's going to make his way aboard. He's got a base hit. So the 2-out hit here extends the inning for the left-handed hitter Daniel Murphy.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Fouled off. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A 1 pitch on its way. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head in the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Judge.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
2 balls and a strike.
The count is 2-1.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks his zone again.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Aaron Judge goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. George Springer will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. AL leaves 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Stepping in, Nolan Arenado. 0-1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Sales ready. Here's the 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Standing in, Ryan Zimmerman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit in the air out to right. Judge is on his horse. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Settling in now, Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is on the ground over the first. Smoke has it. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left.
Leading off for the American League.
Now here's the pitch.
Carlos.
Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Ooh, and he finds his spot there. 1-1. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Correa, base runner at first with 1 out. Line drive to center field. Blackman is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Corey Dickerson, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 1-0 pitch. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. American League strands 1. 6th inning coming up. At the plate, Zach Cozart. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Here's Charlie Black.
Center fielder, Charlie Blackman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. He's through first and hustling for second, and he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat. Here it's strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
How about it?
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Runners breaking for the plate, and they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Something you don't see all that often anymore as the runner was breaking from third. The perfect suicide squeeze gets him a run. Here's Buster Posey now as he drives a liner to right center, and that's going to get down out there. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. The tag from Perez won't get him. Safe at the plate.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw. That runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And now they've got him picked off. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he will. Whip this one over to first in time for the out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Center fielder, number 27.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. The American League goes down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at Petco Park, National Leaguers leading this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's have a look at our game summary for the first 6 innings. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Sale into the windup. Here's the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. It's taken for strike 2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Judge. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Here's the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless.
Leading out for the American League, right fielder,
Clayton Kershaw gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Clayton Kershaw.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, strike 1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Judge leads off second with nobody out. Back up the middle, fielded by Kozar. Throw short, hops him at first, and now 2 men are aboard. Here's Carlos Correa now, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Kenley Jansen comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Kenley Jansen.
No runs, 3 hits, 1 error in the contest for the American League. A ball and 2 strikes now. Jansen is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty B. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at its slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
1-1 the count now. Here's the 1-1. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error in the contest for the American League.
Ball 2.
Misses, ball 2. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Jose Ramirez is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. To 1-2 now. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And he watches a called 3rd strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. AL Dylan Betances been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Cody Bellinger is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Just a tick behind for a strike. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Betances is ready. Here's the 0-2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. Now at the plate, Zach Kozar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Missed with a breaking ball. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Betances, 30 years of age. His pitch repertoire includes a curveball, a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, and a cutter. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Cody Bellinger will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Greg Hollander is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom. bottom half of the eighth. Gary Sanchez will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the eighth. No balls and 1 strike. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. From set, here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bellinger's under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Altuve. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
3-2, full count. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A 2-0 finish today. The National League rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Max Scherzer takes home the win. Chris Sale pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Final line score for our ball game for the victorious National League All-Stars. 2 runs on 5 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. For the American League, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Max Scherzer. Credit the save to Greg Holland. Loss goes to Chris Sale. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 32 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.